Okay, super important with dry brushing. We call them lymph brushes, right? So the dry brushes are a little bit more hard. These are more designed for lymphatic work, which is what's really great about the dry brush routine.
Okay.
So every time we do a dry brush routine, what do you think the first thing we do? What do we open first?
The lymph nodes?
Which ones?
Right here.
Exactly. So anytime we're doing a dry brush where they add that on, you're starting here and we're not lifting and we're just creating about 20 to 30 swipes in this area. They're going to be naked, and then we're just then brushing downwards, but we're not lifting, okay, or swiping. Once we hit both of these, and you can flick a little bit, but not flick and lift.
Yeah.
Then we'll go into the armpits, under,
Like the same.
and then brush through, brush through, brush through, brush through. Always starting proximal before distal. Okay, then we go to the other side. Again, we just opened up the terminus. So just showing on this side, just a nice little brush, not a flick. And then we go into the armpit, nice little rubs like this, back and forth. Proximal before distal. Going into the armpit. You can do some flicks, but not flicks that lift. Brushing through, brushing through, brushing through. Then we can go into dry brushing into the face. So you can come through and do your dry brushes down. It's hard to see this, but I'm just creating some nice smooth lines in through the cervical lymph nodes and deep cervical lymph nodes, and going into the terminus area. And again, on the other side, coming through with a nice little line and coming through into the terminus. I like to go in the back of the neck and come through. If somebody wants the dry brushing. And then we just do some nice clear swoops of coming through and down and following the lymph nodes. And then you just literally would do your routine, okay, that we've talked about with your lymph. Through. We do have a dry brush that is, or sorry, lymph brush that's for the face, so you can always use that too. Then in the middle, you're going to create a little bit of friction here. You tell them to use their belly breaths while you're doing this. And the key with the belly is that the sides go up. Sides go up into the armpit, like through the rib cage. And then think of it like quadrants. The first and the second quadrant go up to the armpits, and the third and the fourth quadrant sweeps downwards without swiping up. No swiping. Then bring your legs down for a second. Then these ones go up in the inner thigh. And these ones go up in the inner thigh. And then you would just carry through. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good with that? Okay. So terminus first, then armpit second, then do the arms, then go ahead and do the face, then go into the belly, right into the sternochyli. Have them do some breaths while you're doing it. Think of the ribs or the belly as a 4 quadrant. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Quadrant 1 and 2, the upper, go up towards the armpit. Quadrants 3 and 4 go down towards the groin. Then in the groin area above the hip bone, goes up towards the hip bone, goes up towards the hip bone, and then carries everything through.
Got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The only other thing that I would suggest is when you're doing the back of the legs, about an inch above the popliteus or the back of the knee. That's a heavy lymph area, so really just spend some extra time going in the lymph an inch above the knee.
Okay.
Okay? Cool. Thank you.